Hello, hello. Alright, cool. Just waiting for the game to set up. That's the weird background noise. Hello? 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 Cool. I fixed the stream so my computer doesn't do the weird, scary background noise thing, which is awesome. Alright, looks like we're just waiting on a couple people. I apologize for anyone that's watching right now. For right now, we're not having any music playing just because I haven't figured out how to make it so that we don't get muted on YouTube or Twitch, so we can actually upload videos to YouTube without it getting muted halfway through. So yeah, just listen to the sound of my beautiful, beautiful voice. I'll probably stop talking for a little bit. But yeah, let's make a post on the Facebook page. It is just gonna make a post. Wait, I just did my top bed. to accept the call, I promise.
To the game.
What's up, dude?
Alright, testing so I can hear myself on the stream.
Okie doke.
Have you set up Curse with the stream yet?
The stream's delayed.
Oh, okay, it's working. All good. Jesus Christ. Have him give it to Mittens. Alright, finally.
There we go. She's finishing up an A-Ram. You can hear me, right? I turned push to talk off.
Yep, you're good.
Cool. Do you want to do play-by-play or analysis?
Both. In between all the fights, we can analyze. And when they fight, we'll just call out what's going on.
Alright, so, here, you talk, and when fights break out, I'll take over.
Okay.
We'll just banter, but
Sounds good.
I'll go when like the fight's going. I'll just do play-by-play.
Alright.
Then we'll have educated conversation throughout the
Sounds
game.
great. I always enjoy educated conversations.
Indeed.
You should change the Twitch banner.
The stream name. Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Here, would you mind logging on to Twitch? My computer's like being weird with Twitch right now. Can you log on? Here, I'll give you the username and stuff. It's in Curse.
Okay.
That's the like login and stuff.
Okay.
And then you can log in and just change the title.
And I haven't logged out of Twitch in so long.
You guys could do it on incognito if you wanted to.
No, that's fine. Okay, which teams are playing then? And is this week 5?
Week 5, Dream Team versus Netflix and Chill. Minimized it. Please don't do that. Please finish up your game. Damn it.
Wait, didn't work. Shit. I'm trying to make myself a moderator.
Wow. Troll.
There we go.
Alright. Here. While we wait, let's just talk about this new champion.
Ilaoi, it's
Ilaoi.
crazy.
Alright.
From what I've seen,
first thoughts on her.
First night she looked completely weird. Like the tentacle-born champion, I wasn't expecting much. But I have a friend who's played her quite a bit already, and he seems pretty good at her.
Yeah. She's scary.
I think as long as a matchup in lane, as long as you're not a melee champion, I think you're going to be fine. Otherwise, just killing her tentacles, you'll get screwed over.
Yeah, see, what I found was you either have to all-in her early, because she's good at poking and long trades, but if you go all-in quick, so I've beat her with Hecarim, and I've beaten her with Wukong. And the only reason is because you have to play around not necessarily her Q, but her E. Like the thing where she pulls out your soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's the lane dominant thing. But you either have to be ranged to beat her, or you have to all-in her early to beat her.
Yeah, definitely. And from what I've seen so far, once you get going on Ilaoi and you get enough armor and lifesteal, you just don't die.
Yeah, no, she's stupid. She's she's like Hecarim or Mundo, where you don't have to build damage items to do damage.
Yeah, it's like Tom Kench. You just never die.
She's a worse Tom Kench because she actually does huge damage. Tom Kench can actually just kind of it's only one focused on one person, but.
And her ult is incredible.
Her ult is incredible, and an interesting mechanic that I just learned is that when you use her E and pull out the soul, if you ult while the soul is pulled out and hit the champion, the pulled out soul and the champion, it counts as another champion.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
The scary thing is it works on a Wukong clone too. I was so scared.
I love that little extra mechanical stuff like that.
It was so scary.
Little tips that you figure out.
Okay, I'm gonna all-in her with Wukong. It'll be fine. She goes to E and I use my clone, but it misses my clone and actually pulls me out. And she uses her ult and it hits the clone, the soul, the clone, and me. So all of a sudden 4 tentacles pop up. I'm like, what the fuck? There's only supposed to be 2.
I had a game earlier where I was Malphite top lane. We had a Hecarim jungle and a Ilaoi mid. Our 3 ult combos, just
that's scary.
Crazy. It was almost an instant ace.
That's scary.
Because we got all 5 of them in there.
No, dude, she can turn ganks so hard.
Absolutely,
dude, it's stupid. The first game I played with her, I got ganked by 3 people and I 3v1'd. Just because you were as long as you hit the you can't fight. She's like a better Heimerdinger.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's basically a better Heimerdinger because
you lay down the
you lay down your zone.
You can't hit him. Yeah.
Yeah, you lay down.
It's like Shaco traps too.
Yeah. Except it's such a pain in the ass to kill the tentacles.
Yeah. That's why you have to have a ranged champion.
Yeah.
I think Alawi could definitely change the top lane because the majority of top laners are melee champions.
Yeah. You either have to
So
be someone who can deal with her harass, so like Mundo or Shen,
yeah,
who just get tanky as shit and just don't care.
yeah, someone with a lot of sustain,
Yeah.
or someone who's a range champion like Gnar.
Gnar, Kennen. There's another like range champion top lane. I guess Quinn, maybe? I don't know.
Possibly. I've seen a lot of Quinn jungle lately.
Well, everyone's using that AD carries jungle, just cause.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Even Graves can jungle.
Yeah, well, Graves can be a jungler. That's the scary thing. Like, he is legitimately a good jungle.
I've definitely realized that, like, Graves is incredible late game. Like, in one of my games earlier today, I was against a Draven, so obviously you get shit on in lane by Draven.
Yeah.
But by mid-game, I had caught back up through farm, and then I just went on a tear and ended up carrying the game by the end.
Yeah, no, he's crazy. Alright. Oh, please don't do that's out of her game. Maybe we can, what the heck.
Good. I'm curious to see what these guys are going to play, because Dream Team, they've been doing all that troll AD carry picking.
I'm expecting the troll bot lane. They do
exactly,
not
but I spoke with one of the guys last week after we defeated them. Victoria's Secrets defeated them.
Yeah.
And they said that they weren't going to troll anymore, that they actually want to win games and get serious now. So
this is when games get serious.
I know their guy plays a lot of Quinn, so that might come out in bot lane.
Oh, true, and she's a lot better now. Her blind is stupid. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, the blind update on Quinn, it doesn't necessarily blind you, but it's a lot like a mobile like Graves W, like where it just like hits that little area for a little bit, and you're blinded for that little bit of time.
And I think it puts the passive on them, so your auto attacks do even more damage.
Yeah, all your abilities proc your passive, which is stupid.
Yeah, she's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a little scary. It looks like a good game.
And her mobility is phenomenal.
It looks like it's gonna be a good game though. Like, I think Please Don't Do That is subbing up for Mad Chino, so.
Yeah, it looks like Team 1 they've upgraded with 2 plat guys.
What?
Here we go into the game.
Alright, so week 5 of the UVA LCS, we got the blue team, Netflix and Netflix and Chill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not used to Sparkles or OMG. You can't even change his name, so I can't even with that name change. And we got Mr. Mutan's team, the Dream Team on the red team. So already 2 bands coming out: Tom Kenshin and Darius. Darius being a big tank. He's still pretty good even after all the changes, and Tom Kenshin's just annoying.
Yeah, I completely agree with the Tom Kench ban. Darius, I guess that's more of a comfort pick in the top lane.
Interesting enough, they banned Morgana, so I'm looking to see that Leona coming out of Hexbane.
That's some kind of targeted ban, because Morgana's nowhere near being overpowered. Yasuo Zed, absolutely, they are both massive snowball champions in the mid lane right now.
No, that's true. It is a target ban against Please Don't Do That, because she loves playing Morgana. It also helps them out a lot, because I know they like doing the Leona bot lane, so just really solid ban for them.
True.
And the Swain coming out, because I hate Swain being actually counterintuitive of his name is a Swain main. Swain mid main.
Right. So I'm wondering now if Mitten's team, the Dream Team, they're going to be countered by a possible Thresh, because that is the other counter to Leona.
True. Thresh or Janna, depending on like what AD carry they want to go. I really hope he switches back to Wukong, just because Wukong's really strong this meta ever since the Fervor change. Oliver's still strong, but you know me, I love Wukong. I'm a Wukong main. Yes, lock that in.
Yeah, I like Wukong as well. Just the engage from him is fantastic.
Yeah, and a lot of the Nova LCS has come down to a lot of team fights. Not really. Some of the game is ending early just due to laning, but with coordinated 5v5 matches, it's all going to come down to team fights. And Wukong actually locked in, and the Illaoi.
That's interesting. I'm curious to see how good he's gotten on that new champion.
Yeah, like I was talking about before, if that Wukong is going top, Illaoi is really strong in melee matchups, from what I've learned, but she's not as strong as people think, especially if you've been all in her early, which Wukong has the ability to do. But it looks like you were spot on with the Quinn pick, Nympha picking it up, and we're not going to see that troll bot lane anymore.
Now, Sivir is pretty good against Quinn because you can just use your spell shield against most of her attacks, but laning phase could be an issue because Sivir is pretty weak in the early game.
Yeah, especially since they banned the Morgana too, that classic like Sivir Morgana, like really safe lane. They're not going to be able to fall back to that, and OMG can't even is highlighting the Varus and switches over to Lux.
And looks like they've learned a bit from Home Beyond.
Yeah, Home Beyond's
Victoria's Secrets, just tearing it up on the Lux.
Yeah, and he has been playing Lux. Like I looked at his like match history of like the champions he likes playing. Typically he likes playing like the Varus and the Lux, so he definitely has experience on that champion. And I'm wondering what Mittens is going to play against it, because Mittens definitely is that mid lane carry for his dream team. And it'll be interesting to see how he goes up against that Lux that he just brings up some bad memories for him. But input 101, I'm just going to call it input rather than saying all the zeros. But highlighting the Rek'Sai, been playing that almost every other game, so definitely a comfort pick there if he decides to lock that in.
Yeah, and I may be wrong about this. I do believe Lux has a 100% win ratio in the Nova LCS so far.
I think so. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Wow. The Dream Team, they're definitely going for team fight comp here. They got Rek'Sai, Illaoi, Quinn. That's a lot of AoE damage, especially from the Heimerdinger with his ult or stun.
Yeah.
It's been quite a bit.
And I was happy we were talking about that because we were just comparing Illaoi to the Heimerdinger, and now they have two AoE zone control champions doing both AD and AP champion, or AP damage on those champions, which will be really interesting to see. Please don't do that, actually taking away the Leona from Hexbane. Little niche pick, and I hate when it actually switches over to the Wukong's from top to jungle, and he's actually pretty good in the new jungle changes with usually he would just run out of mana and lifesteal, but with the new jungle items coming in, he can actually sustain in jungle pretty well, so it'll be interesting to see that.
I'm surprised that the Dream Team didn't pick Leona earlier in the thing, because it seems so important to them every single game of playing it.
Yeah, Sivir Leona, they have a lot of catch potential coming out from this blue team. If Lux can just land a snare, Leona can follow up, and please don't do that. Being one of the top players on their team definitely has the ability to make those plays, especially on Leona being a playmaking champion. It looks like Hexbane's gonna try and follow that up with that Thresh, and you were talking about how Thresh is a counter to Leona. Care to expand on that?
Yeah, the Thresh Flay can just completely negate Leona's E in, which is her primary engage. So unless she can land an ult or a point-blank stun and then use her E to get in, then she should be pretty good. But that will also depend on Hexbane's reaction time to be able to flay those E's away.
Yeah, definitely a skill matchup there, but like, I'm liking the drafts from both these teams. The only thing I am concerned about is the wave clear coming out from the Dream Team. Heimerdinger can set up those turrets and Illaoi can smack the waves down, but they don't really have a solid like wave clear traditional champion, like the Lux or like the Sivir, where they can just use one ability and all the wave is gone.
So, I think this is going to be a really interesting game.
Yeah.
I mean, Netflix and Chill, they have such a high engage comp and a lot of AoE that if they get a solid engage, they can pretty much blow up the Dream Team. But the Dream Team does. They have a lot of disengage and mobility as well as engage, and that Illaoi can completely turn a fight when they all engage. So this is going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to look for... It's really going to come down to the choice of ultimates, because Mr. Mitten's team has two really strong AoE ultimates, but if the blue team can like pop them or make them use them at a bad time, they don't really have anything else to fall back on. They have, Heimer has to set up his turrets. Alawi has to have her tentacles in place, so that's all very time sensitive. And Rek'Sai probably is going to get tanky, and all it's going to be good is just knocking people up. Quinn and Thresher. Quinn's changes, she does do damage, but not, isn't really a hyper carry. And Thresher's just going to be there for CC.
Yeah, he'll have the CC and disengage. And take a look, Quinn is taking Cleanse now. I think that's an excellent choice against such a high CC comp.
Yeah, it's a really good choice. The Lux Snare, Aatrox Knockup, Leona, everything, and Wukong Ultimate, definitely a good choice.
And the Sivir Ultimate back up the engage. They are full all-in comp.
Yeah. I feel like Blue Team has a lot more options. Like, if I were to compare it, Blue Team's kind of more of a run and gun kind of team where if someone gets snared, we're all going in. Whereas Purple Team's kind of like a mobile tank kind of team. There's no real catch or really anything other than maybe a Thresh Hook, but you can't get into their zone control in their comp.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I think the biggest thing is that as long as Netflix and Chill, they get an early game lead, they can just completely snowball out of control. But individually, none of those champions are very strong in matchups, except I'd say Lux maybe. So I think this early game is going to be the most important phase that leads up into these team fights.
Yeah. Another interesting thing, no one's taking Ignite in the top lane, so they're still going for that traditional TP top, even though it did get nerfed where you basically TP wherever you want for the same time rather than to that turret for half the cooldown. And I'm really looking for this top lane because everywhere else kind of looks like farm-ish, but this top lane with Alawi and Aatrox has the passive that he can make bad trades in order to force Alawi in a bad position. If he can go in on her in an area where she doesn't have tentacles and pop his passive, he should be able to 1v1 her pretty easy.
Oh, we have a comment on the Facebook page. You made an error in the names. Could you go fix that?
The names?
It says the Dream Team versus Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, I will fix that. Thank you for that. I apologize.
Thank you, Ninja Gentleman, for catching that.
I apologize to all our fans out there. Just Netflix and Chill. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go into the game. We're on the loading screen.
Let me tab out and make sure the correct thing's set up so we are actually in the game. Yep. Cool. Alright, so nice little thing that I like to do. It's called the Skin Intimidation War, and we're looking at these skins right now.
Oh, we got the victorious Sivir up top. That's definitely the one to prize. I love that skin.
Yeah, I honestly was not too crazy about it until I actually played it. When it came out on PvE, and I was like, oh, this is what I got gold for. This is kind of, I felt gypped, comparing it to Victorious Elise and Morgana. But now I actually got into the game and played with it. I really like it. It's really well done.
I really like the skin too, and in game it looks very elegant.
Yes.
But it's unfortunate that they did nerf Sivir a little bit when the season 5 ended.
Well,
So kind of makes Sivir less played.
It's what they always do. They nerf a champion like Callista, they give her the championship skin. It's
Yeah,
it's a retail thing. It's interesting to see that one of the players on each team has the pirate skins, which is it's fun. I really like the pirate skins this year. That whole
I do too.
Bilgewater era we went through.
Yeah, I think they did a great job on those skins. And there's going to be some pretty cool Christmas skins coming up too.
Yes, the Bard one.
There was the Bard skin, yeah, exactly. It's fantastic.
Just delicious. Alright, let me go ahead and get these people in order. Alright, so we are live, and I don't know, I'm not really expecting anything out of this level 1, but we'll have to see.
No, looks like everyone's going to standard lane positions. No cheese this time.
Nope. Cheese will be staying at home. And Nempha's... I remember last time, I think the first game we played was Mr. Mittens team, and Nempha had a really good showing on that Quinn. Some ping's coming out with his top brush. Please don't do that. Looks like he's just gonna get be in ready position for that kind of standard safe spot. And it looks like both teams will start that bottom lane.
Yep, everyone's gonna start bot side. Both teams have TP. This is very standard game.
Yeah. Look at the starting items. Look like everyone's kind of going that, standard start, except for the Aatrox. Aatrox is kind of going that greedy longsword and 3 pots, which shouldn't be too bad because he does have that.
That's very safe, not greedy.
I don't know.
I think against Ilaoi, he just might not be confident with his matchup. He may have not had a lot of practice against this new champion.
I can understand going right into that Vampiric Scepter, but I usually just always like the Doran's item to start with. But he does have the W passive where every third hit he either gets extra health or can get that extra damage, so that sustain will be coming from there. Alright, so leashes are done, everyone's going to lane. I'm really interested to see how Methor and Kixsa, really interested to see how this trading is going to happen.
I don't know the player names.
What's it called? Aatrox. There we go.
Yeah, much easier.
Just trading back and forth, abilities flying left and right. Aatrox taking out the tentacle, really good thing, and actually can heal off the tentacle, so that'll be an interesting interaction to do. Only can't even taking a lot of damage from the Heimerdinger turrets, but is clearing it out quite well, taking a lot of that pressure away.
Yeah, I think the most.
Well, that's a lot of damage
coming down from Ilaoi. I think this top lane is going to be the most notable matchup in this game. Seeing Ilaoi in this new update as a new champion.
He's getting a little low, but he's still healing off that third auto attack, and we were talking about you either need to all in the Ilaoi, or you need to be able to sustain against her damage, and he's definitely doing that.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Aatrox does have his passive, so it will take quite a bit to kill him.
Very true. And actually pushing her under tower is doing a very good job of farming as well.
Now, I think Aatrox did this completely right. He took a very high sustained champion with a lot of lifesteal, and he went a very safe route with longsword free potions, so this lane should be pretty solid.
Going a little in, Methor is getting a little low, actually missing the tentacle, the third auto attack stealing him up, and they're getting pretty low there. No junglers, both junglers in their base, they're gonna have to be careful. You have to make sure to stay away from that turret damage, that's a lot of damage. Actually, tower dive, passive is popped. Won't get the tower over back, but a little miscalculation from him.
You should try to let the wave bounce so you can actually fight outside of the tower.
Yeah. I agree with what he's doing, trying to farm under tower, push your under tower so you can't have that lane dominance where setting up all the tentacles. But again, he did trade his passive for that, so a little bit of a misplay, and that's the E we were talking about, where we're going to pull that out.
It is. Hold under the tower, that's nice. It looks like Aatrox did exit the zone, so that makes extra tentacles pop up. It's a pretty weird ability. I think it takes something like 2 minutes for the ability to come off.
Yeah, so the way that ability works is once Ilaoi takes your soul from you, if you either leave the area without the soul being destroyed, or if the soul gets destroyed while you're in that area, you get cursed, per se. And
you have to run it up. Actually, you have to kill 3 tentacles to remove it.
Yep, or it stays on for 2 minutes.
Oh, we got Rek'Sai and back off. Couldn't get anything. He is level 3. Wukong does have level advantage.
Let's see him on the tremor sound.
Oh, he's going in though. Seems very confident.
I'm actually making some waste.
Mittens is on his way first. First one to react.
He's got to be able to sustain without auto attack damage, and ooh, he's taking a lot of damage from those cubes.
As well.
Yeah.
He might be able to. And he's definitely out farming Ilaoi quite a bit. It already has a 10 CS lead.
Yeah, that's very good for him. All the lanes actually are looking pretty even. The bot lane and the mid lane looking a little ahead, but just damage out. Little fight, little skirmish, and Aatrox is taking a lot of free damage from Ilaoi. Rek'Sai is looking to move up.
Oh, he's going in.
Just jumps away.
Quite good.
So, who do you think has the better laning phase, you know, across all 3 lanes?
It's very tough to say. I think the Dream Team does, just because Sivir has just such a very weak early game. I mean, Heimerdinger can just push. And once Lux runs out of damage, can't do anything, so I think the Dream Team is probably stronger.
A little fight in the bot lane. Leona will engage on a Quinn. Wukong is here, flashes in, has to flash away. Looks like that'll be in the end. The heal actually popped from an error 101 and an error on his part for wasting that counter spell. Did force the flash out of Quinn, so that will be down. She is low. Luciana looking to try to engage, but looks like they'll just back off and look for them to push it under tower.
Well, Error is definitely going to regret wasting that heal later on. Now, keep in mind, Nempa did take Cleanse instead.
And Hexen getting a little too aggressive and gets engaged on by the Elena. Hooks land on Error, good play. Spell shield and the auto attack in the tower from Nempa for first blood. Exhausting on the please don't do that. Gets exhausted. Hexbane has this hook in a little bit. Flashes for the play. Very good mechanics wise. Gets the Q, and that's a double kill onto Nempa. Very well played by Mr. Mitten's Dream Team.
That Sivir spell shield was quite sad. She got hooked, spell shielded after the play came down. Pretty much wasted, so it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, she was expecting.
If you're playing Sivir, you have to land those. And if he had held on to heal, it might have helped him out.
So definitely an error on his part there. Haha. But
we have immediately punishing those mistakes. It's very good.
So it looks like blue buff will be thrown over to the Heimerdinger, and Aatrox is still doing well in this top lane, ahead by that 10 CS, and actually elected to go for the cutlet first. I actually think that is somewhat of a mistake, to be honest, but looks like Wukong is coming up. We might see a fight here.
I'm not very familiar with Aatrox build, but I think that might be correct. Just having that extra attack speed.
On the Nestor, gets knocked up by the Q, gets ulted, the big ult coming down. Oh my goodness. A clutch ult coming from the Wukong. Those tentacles, like I was saying, hit on the Wukong clone and the Aatrox to spawn those 3 tentacles. But luckily was able to get just enough damage before those tentacles could smack him down once more.
I think it was lucky Wukong arrived, or Ilaoi's ult may have taken out Aatrox there.
Yeah, most definitely. So, good game from Wukong.
Doesn't have keys, so they'll have to run all the way back.
Aatrox has to be a little careful. Rek'Sai's actually moving up. Looks like he's fine. He is 2 levels above, but we're going to try and start a fight. Seeing a man and saying, don't mess with me, this is my lane. He's got to be a little more careful now. Just have a ship passing the night moment. Yeah, but
It looks like mid lane, neither of them are back yet. And almost 10 minutes into the game.
Interesting enough. Interesting to see what they'll buy first. Then.
Yeah, they both have over 2,000 gold now.
Interesting.
Although Mittens is definitely doing better. He has a small CS lead and he has blue buff, so he can definitely bully out the Lux.
Yeah, it's definitely hard in that matchup to try and out-farm the Heimerdinger who's constantly just going to push you in. For now, Hexen actually looking to get a little aggressive with this positioning right there.
They might try to become their team.
Oh, good play, but it still gets on the Nempo. Oh, landing onto them as well. Quinn is in the back doing a lot of damage. Will they decide to back off? Error actually walks up to get the killing spin on the Nempa. Please don't do that. It's going to go down. Rek'Sai is here for emotional threat, and KS's kill BM. Flashes at Champion Master saying, I am now 3-0-1, and I'm curious to see if they'll be making moves with this dragon as well. Little fight happens in the top lane. Nestor actually doing a better bout of this. Looking Nestor flash away.
Oh, pulls him in. Oh, wow.
Oh, and that's just the strength of that ult. And 3 tentacles right now. If he can land one more team, he shouldn't be fighting this. This is really dangerous. Oh, goes down. Wukong's here.
Slash Wukong. Got him. Nice.
Yeah, and I think that flash, was a little unnecessary, but it still cleans up the kill. So good job to Wukong.
I think you're right. He would have gotten it anyway. There's nowhere to run but back to the enemy base. But still okay. Now I'm wondering if Rek'Sai is going to go down for a possible dive. They have the Sivir and Leona trapped a bit.
That'll be interesting. She does have the position to be able to do that. And actually looking like Heimerdinger is calling for help. I'm not sure that he knows that Wukong is here.
Oh,
Snare actually misses, and unfortunately that's going to be the end of that game.
So those timer cannons can just kite any enemy out. It's going to be very difficult to gank him. And Heimer still has not backed yet. 12 minutes in. He's now a needlessly large right down. He definitely should back.
Definitely interesting because it looks like we're kind of seeing 2 dynamics here. This top lane going for the blue team, this bottom lane for the red team is definitely that sort of, which lane is going to be the more dominant here once it gets to the team fight phase. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Has to jump out of there. Mestor might still get the kill. His Q's up and his tools. Oh, slam.
Wow.
The Aatrox to the ground. And like you were saying before, once Alawi gets ahead or at least gets some kills on her, she's very, very hard to deal with.
She definitely is. She is very, very snowbally, especially in this meta. She's at her prime, probably. Now, I do think that Netflix and Chill, with Wukong focusing top, was good at the start, but Wukong took both kills, so Aatrox never got much of a lead except for those assists.
Oh, please don't get hooked by the Hexlane. Quinn all onto the Leona. Leona's damage is being reduced because of that W. Directed camera says, no, we are not watching bottom. We're back to the top lane for another bout between the 2 champions. Hexlane actually in decent game. This is almost down that laser. Will his ED up in a little bit? No, he won't. Not enough. And it looks like Mr. will finally have to back. Unfortunate that I Hate Swing got stunned by that Heimerdinger bomb, because that surely would have been a kill.
13 minutes in, Mittens finds box. Now keep in mind that the Dream Team does have TP advantage right now, since Aatrox TP'd back the lane. Oh, we have another fight top lane.
Oh my goodness.
Wowie. That is just amazing.
Wowie. Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah. Brought out my inner freak today, don't worry. But seriously, in all respect, that damage from her ult and all those tentacles, and like I was saying, she's an 80 Heimerdinger. Flashes.
Oh, forced the flash on Lux. Mins did take Zanya, so he's definitely going to be safe start round.
Now, what's nice about Heimerdinger, once you can have your turret set up in the right areas, if they don't get rid of them, you really don't have to buy any mana return. So he's more than, he's definitely safe buying that greedy first AP item rather than going for that mana return. Plus Rek'Sai
gives the blue over the Heimerdinger.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think blue team should be doing right now? Because it looks like all the lanes are losing, so...
Well, they're down 5 kills. I think Wukong just needs to go for a gank. Hope it works out. Take a tower, and then just start rotating as a team. because they are just such a strong team comp that if they get
Like, this is a fight. Oh, double stun onto the Nephilim. He gets cleansed out, but actually gets shut down right away with a Wukong ultimate. Nestor is here as well. They have to turn their focus onto her. A lot of damage is coming out. Wukong will dash onto her. Lantern is there, but Nestor is not in a position to do that. Ulting up, how much damage will these tentacles do? Actually kills Hexman 1-1. Shut down on the... Oh my gosh. That damage from the tentacles is insane. We'll be trading the top tower for it, but definitely worth for that trade.
That Alawi damage is just incredible. Now right there is exactly where that TP advantage came in handy, where Aatrox couldn't counter the TP.
Actually deciding to engage on the right side. I'm not sure if helping us to the Topsy ultimate has a lot of damage going down onto the right side, forcing her to just burrow away.
I think Rex I can kill.
She is 2 levels down. Oh, the knockup lands. Will she be able to fight this? I don't think so. And the flash, very well played by that Aatrox.
Very close. Now they did trade the bottling tower as well.
Interesting. Alawi just bought a Tiamat, so it looks like we might be... I'm curious if we're going to be seeing the Titanic or the Hydra. I would guess
I believe
Titanic.
the Titanic Hydra is known well. I've seen a lot of Titanic lately.
Yeah, but Nestor is now...
She just becomes that tanky monster in the late game.
Just with these new champions, there's so many interesting mechanics and interesting interactions coming out that it's very hard to like just really understand what goes on until you see it in the game. And I don't think Aatrox is ready for the amount of damage and burst that she's able to do. Oh, tower down, that's pretty bad.
I think many people know what to expect.
Wastes the spell shield and the exhaust. Lancer's to win in with a very good Leona ult. Stunning the pressure. Looks like he's gonna do that. He just sacrificed the lamb.
Coming in.
Ult's coming on to Sivert. Will they get in range for Wukong E? He gets blinded, so just appear off and disengage from the red team.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
We'll be losing that
backup's
top
on the way. They definitely have to back off from that. They may be able to get Dragon from this though, since they are grouped up down there.
Yeah. It is worded though, so this team will know that that objective is being taken. Oh man, this Alawi.
Learn so much from failure.
Mr. Mitten's just being Mittens on this Heimerdinger. It's so obnoxious playing against Heimerdinger. If you can't find a way to deal with his turrets and get rid of this, it's a pain. And he's significantly ahead in farm, almost 40 farm at this point.
Yeah, he has quite a big gold lead too. I think it's almost 800 gold now. Oh, it's 1,000 gold. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mittens is not relying on fighting, but just that massive out farm.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like Dragon's gonna start. Aatrox is gonna jump over the wall. Leona misses the E, but actually takes the Dragon. Wukong ults onto 2 people. Will Quinn be able to get to his lantern? Actually, is just kiting away. Nepha is down. Leona misses Quinn, but actually doesn't go down. Jumps on with the Aatrox. Mittens is still staying alive. Double kill onto Aatrox, taking out that tower. Will he be able to get away? Flash is not up, so he has to make a stand here. Will the stun come out? Oh, and the turret actually takes her down. One auto attack will do it. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. And the Tyrants are just taking down kicks, so Mestor is here, so we'll have to see if he can clean up. Rek'Sai ult coming down to lend some support. The flash on and actually misses the snare. Oh, this could be dangerous. The E coming on to Aatrox, and if any one of those tentacles hit, he is most surely dead. It will be spawning quite obnoxiously. Oh, that's so much damage! Double snare onto that team, and we'll just disengage, but Aatrox has to be careful. Those tentacles will continue to spawn even if he decides to recall.
Yeah, they need to be very careful. One might even kill Leona. She's also very low. Oh, looks like they get away. So I think that was a 3 for 2 in favor of Netflix and Chill, which is good. They also got the Dragon.
Onto the Alawi. Pulls Wukong's soul out, and I don't think he'll still be able to take him. He's a little too tanky at this point. Oh, they will pop it, so those tentacles will be spawning and smacking them at any instant. And oh goodness, that damage. Good disengage. I don't think the flash was necessary though.
Ooh, timer ult misses Lux by just a little bit.
Engage under tower is still tanking the damage. Gets knocked up. Mesmer might not be able to get out of this. Turret will take her down. Shutdown's going over to Leona. 4v2 over here, and Leona might be going down. Steel shots are landing. CC is landing as well. The blind, the Aatrox AoE might be taking him down as well. The passive is popped. Input 101 might be dead. No, still alive for the skin over his neck. Shutdown going over to Quinn, and these tentacles are still spawning and hitting Swain in the face. That's a lot of damage on Storm. Still be alive. We'll have to see. Hook missing from the fresh, and the siege is definitely being set up on this bottom lane. A lot of interactions there.
This has just become a crazy action-packed game here.
This is nice. It's fun to watch.
Mitten's team just seems to keep finding everything out of this. Their kill lead has declined. It's only a 4 kill lead, but they just keep taking towers and getting so much pressure off of it.
Yeah, the objective game is real. They lost the dragon, but they are up 2 towers, and with a 4k gold lead, yeah, 5k gold lead at this point now. It's gonna be interesting to see. Blue team definitely has the ability to take this fight. Hook lands on the Leona though. Let's see if anything comes out of this. Actually goes onto the Rex side. Looks like it'll see out. Wukong ulti clones in just a little bit of damage. Aatrox is top lane. I'm not gonna really engage on this.
He does have TP, and he's here now. So we might see a team fight here in a second. It's like Heimer does have the blue buff, so they'll really do a lot of hope.
Yeah, if we look at the lanes,
heading back to top lane, it looks like.
Yeah, and if we look at the lanes right now, both waves are pushing in either direction. It looks like top lane is pushing towards the red side, and the bot lane is kind of equaling out. We'll have to see. Hook misses, lands on the minion. Heimer's getting first, they're taken out, so they don't have that wave clear from Heimer. Lux throwing on a blind, misses. Lux's damage is getting a little ramped up now with that Luden's Echo though. Okay, interesting to see. There misses, and it'll be interesting to see how they play this. This tower is at full health and Alawi is still pushing the top lane. They need to either send someone top lane to deal with her now or just somehow dive this team because their top tower is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Aatrox should have been up there in the first case. They both had TP. He just wasted to get to top lane, so the Dream Team has TP advantage now. And he went to a lane where he can't survive against the Lao. He's died several times in lane.
She does have a lot more. Oh my goodness.
There it is. That damage is just insane.
Yeah, and a really good mechanic of pulling the soul out before she ults to get that extra tentacle damage on there. Double snare landing onto Input 101 and Hexbane.
Well, don't worry, Leona has gone top lane to fight off the line.
Oh, Arrow 101 letting in there, heal and ult pops. That was scary.
Looks like Wukong in the mid lane is looking for a fight. He was near a ward though, he was spotted out.
Top lane tower is probably like 1 or 2 hits away. Decides to take up the damage. This might be a mistake.
Leona takes out Alawi under the tower.
Still do that with
a little too ambitious. Got the tower to 1 health. 86 health, sorry. 1 hit though. It's very close.
Just too greedy, and Leona knowing that Alawi didn't have the damage to take down that tower.
Now we need to see what Netflix and Chill finds out of this. They're angling towards Dragon. They do have 20 seconds left. They ought to take something or find the fight somewhere. Use that temporary advantage of Alawi being dead.
it'll be interesting to see what they do. They do have Sivir in the bot lane pushing in, so I'm not sure if that's...
It's pretty risky though, especially
yeah, I'm not sure if
since
that's right. They don't have it boarded and everyone is coming down. Quinn with the new ult is... oh, Sivir is dead. Sivir is dead. She does not have ult. Yeah, and just...
that's unfortunate.
miscommunication there. Kixo might be next with the fucking land. Dodges away. Good disengage from the butt skew. Now they're an 80 carry down, and Alawi's pushing in this mid lane while the rest of their team is taking this dragon. Oh man, it's not looking good for the team right now. What do you think?
I think they just can't match anything that the Dream Team does.
Oh my gosh, that Alawi was huge, spawning so many tentacles going in. Pop the H-Hard Crafter, Heimerdinger is down to Mr. Mittens will take that kill for himself. Oh, that was good. High Ace lane being in the wrong place at the right time for Nympha to get that killing spree though. Mr. Mittens trying to snipe out the Lux. Doesn't hit. X-Men getting a little overzealous with the sucks there, but he does have the confidence and has been hitting them when he needed to.
Looks like they're gonna end up pushing bot lane. While Mittens shoves that mid lane as well.
Not sure this Alawi, my lord. It's a scary thing. Looks like they're just gonna siege up this bot wave while Mittens pushes in the mid. Might rotate over as well. Nympho activating the Quinn to get that extra movement speed, and looks like they would be rotating over to mid. Being ahead, they don't really need to have the advantage away from Mestor is in the right position. So many tentacles are spawning, but so much wombo combo, so much damage coming from the Alawi. Please don't do that thing, please don't do that. Might go down, the shield activated as well, but Quinn on the hunt.
Quinn is ulting on the
Just goes in. OMG, I can't even also might be going down really low as well as Arrow 101, but this Alawi pick is just doing the work. Nev actually diving in the tower, gets snared, will go down, but that is not a clean ace, but definitely an ace, and definitely might be going down for this mid inhibitor.
oh, I see the surrender boat's coming out. Wow. I guess they couldn't find any chance to come back in this game. They were definitely getting outmaneuvered and just getting destroyed in lane.
They got tentacled.
To come back.
They got tentacled. Well, GG.
Wow, GG, yeah.
GG to Mr. Mittens' team, the dream team, making the dream a thing. And I gotta look at this Alawi damage because this was insane.
Oh
200
wow,
farm.
that's crazy. 10,000 damage more than the next person.
Alright, let's do the graph so the stream can see. Okay, so Alawi's damage. Oh, that's deaths. Sorry, hold on. Damage to the champions. Oh my lord. That is a crap ton of damage. 30,000 damage. That is ridiculous. But again, like we were talking about before, if Alawi can get that zone control, she can just snowball so hard, and was getting the right ult that's at the right time, getting all that AoE healing from the tentacles and doing so much damage. My lord. Props to Mestor for carrying the team on his back.
That was a pretty crazy game.
Yeah, it was. Let's see if we can get...
I do believe that means the Dream Team has now tied in first place with Victoria's Secret after that.
It does look that way. Let's see if we can get someone on here for a quick interview. Let's see. Let's see who I have added. Let's see. Is Mitten still on? No, Mitten's left. Mestor. Give us 1 second, guys. Let's see if we can get an interview going. Maybe give him a little bit.
Well, I gotta say, I definitely know who I'm banning in my next games.
Yeah.
Definitely Illinois. That damage was insane.
Yeah, the damage
he wasn't even
real.
that fed. It's just once he gets that multi-man ultimate coming down, it just lays everyone out. Then having the Heimerdinger backup, they definitely had I think the Dream Team having the disengage and just that massive amounts of damage to counter a high CC engage comp. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think the Dream Team deserves to be tied in first right now.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the next game that they have between Victoria's Secrets.
Definitely being a Titan in this matchup. It'll be interesting to see, 'cause their next 2 games are against Victoria's Secret and Edgar Allan Pro. So we'll have to see. All right. Looks like he's going to be logging on to Curse Voice, so we can get a post-game interview real
All
quick.
right. Which one was he?
Hexbane is who we will be interviewing.
Which champion did
He
he
was
play?
the Leona. No, he was the Thresh. Okay. He was the Thresh.
Okay.
I'm just used to him playing Leona all the time. Oh, there we go. Alright, let me add him to the call. Hello?
Hello?
Alright, guys, this is... Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Hexbane. I'm the support for the Dream Team.
Alright, cool. So, very solid win for you guys today. How do you guys feel off of that?
Pretty good. We just went into this game like we do all our other games. Last minute picks and things trying to want to do.
Well, not necessarily. You didn't necessarily go into this game with your usual idea of the troll bot lane, but definitely seemed to work out a little better with an actual AD carry this time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Although not that you needed it, that Alawi pick just clobbered the Aatrox.
Yeah. We were, it was looking kind of back and forth at first, but once we saw the kill starting to rack up, and we weren't worried at that point.
Yeah, so like what went into picking the Alawi, because she is one of those new champions? Was it just because, you know, she's new and people aren't used to playing with her, or do you believe she's actually like overpowered or something?
A little bit of both.
Okay, like, you know, you can feel free to talk. Like, what was your thought, like, picking that in? Like, because you did match it with a Heimerdinger, so you guys were looking to just like control a zone and just saying this is our area, you can't come into it, or like what was the thought?
I'm pretty sure it was more just a last minute pick. We didn't really have much thoughts on that one. It was we needed someone who was relatively tanky because we realized our first couple of weeks we didn't have anybody for that role. So
Okay. Yeah.
So how did you like getting your Leona taken away from you?
Was kind of salty. Didn't know who I was going to need to play, so just went with my second best.
No, you definitely.
Well, you did an excellent job. I saw you play most of those E's from Leona, so that was definitely good. And you guys won lane by quite a bit. So looking ahead, how do you guys feel in your future matchups? Do you think the Dream Team is going to come out of this tournament number one?
Hopefully. I mean, you know, we try to take these relatively seriously. I think right now our biggest concern is Victoria's Secret.
I would agree with you on that. Don't worry. A little biased now, but
yeah, we're both on the Victoria's Secrets.
Yeah. But like you guys are looking really strong now, and I think it was like the first game that like Mittens like wasn't a huge impact in your game.
I think it got to the point that the other lanes were starting to snowball. So it was just a matter of, I guess, who was snowballing first, and it just happened to be Mester.
Yeah, I think that was a good game to showcase kind of everyone's skill in lane, and that Mittens isn't your sole carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, very well done for you guys today. You got a win, so you're tied with first place yet again. Do you have anything to say to the stream or your teammates or anyone who might be watching before we head off?
We're going to try not to do a troll ADC next game, just to see how that works again.
I think that's a solid option. What do you think, CK?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
All right. Well, thanks for the post game.
It did work a few times. I don't think it'll work every time though, as you've seen before.
All right. Well, Hexbane, thanks for the post game interview. Congratulations on the win, and I'll see you on the field of battle next week.
Yep.
All right. See ya.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that will do it for us for the No LCS Week 5. I'm Austin Dragneo Myers, along with my co-caster.
Yep, thank you very much. This is CK Jupiter.
And we'll be signing off. GG.